When it comes to a world-changing event, probably few, if any, Oklahomans have experienced what the gentleman in our next story has. Walter Scheffe is the friendly pharmacist that's been filling prescriptions for Enid residents for more than a generation. Yet early on in his life, he was witness to an event that changed the course of history.
How are you, my good man?
There.
What's going on?
Oh, not much.
At 89 years of age, Walter Scheffe's the only pharmacist even his oldest customers have ever known.
I know what you're saying.
For over 60 years, filling prescriptions for friends and neighbors, unaware that the hands carefully counting their pills were once at the controls of the Yokohama Yo-Yo high above Japan.
You know why we named it Yo-Yo? Well, the Yo-Yo always comes back.
As the pilot of a photo reconnaissance plane, it was Scheffe's job to fly into harm's way and photograph enemy positions.
These took very finite pictures. If we went over a city and there were people standing out in the street, we could see their shadow, individual shadows.
And while his plane was shooting photographs, the enemy was shooting at him.
We were over a city in Japan called Nagoya, and we kept seeing some little black puffs come up, and as they got closer, they had little red centers, and then we could hear them. And we got hit that day.
But stayed in the air. Altogether, Scheffe's Yokohama Yo-Yo flew 23 combat missions over Japan, but none more important than the last.
Just to tell the story of Hiroshima, it's a sad story and a happy story. Happy story because it ended the war, and a sad story because that was the first time in the history of warfare that another nation used a nuclear weapon.
And it was Scheffe's job to chronicle the aftermath.
Told us that we were going to photograph the dropping of a new type of bomb. First of all, we could see a blip on the horizon at about 75 miles out. As we got closer, the blip got higher. When we arrived at Hiroshima, the cloud was above us, and we were told not to enter the cloud or the debris that was in the air, and we were to stay there 1 hour and photograph from outside. People have asked me, well, what did you think when you saw the bomb, the results of the bomb? I really only thought of one thing. The war's over, and I'm going to get to go home. Scheffe prescription shop.
And that he did. Scheffe opened his drugstore back home, which has grown into one of the largest private pharmacies in the state, which at age 89 is where you'll still find him day in and day out, doing what he considers his real-life work of helping others.